First off, most people do not love themselves whatsoever at all. And a good example is the father of my two children. I mean, anyone who loves themselves would not harm another. And he did, and I choose not to say how disgusting and unspeakable what he did. And you cannot abuse another human being if you love yourself. Total fact. And every single abuser I know is the opposite. Now, when you first meet someone, you have no idea, who they are. And it's just too complicated to get into. Uh, in order to know a person, you'd have to live a nightmare for a little bit. You'd have to be with them 24/7 for 1 week. And I did that with Pretend I'm Not Narcissist because he made me. And I did that with my husband, late husband, because he made me. Late, uh, late James Lester Sapin. Late Theodore Carl Sutherland was an ex-boyfriend of mine. Late Arthur Hessenalt III was the father of my two children. My late father died. I knew a lot of my dad was never around, and my dad, people live their own lives and they have their own issues and they have their own problems, and most people are mean, and most people hate themselves. And I would absolutely say, yeah, if you would have asked my dad when he was alive, do you love yourself? He would have lied and said, yeah, he does. Or he might not have answered. Like most people don't love themselves, and you ask them that, and they can't answer. And then there was late Arthur Hessenalt III. Oh, I love, and Pretend I'm Not Narcissist, and late Arthur Hessenalt III. And they abused to death, so there's no way they could love. Now, I did ask my late husband, do you love yourself? He was very, very honest. No. It's like, obviously, you're a piece of shit. And you treat anyone around you like a piece of shit. He can't have respect for anyone because he's never respected anyone in his life. And that's a total fact that I am aware of. I was around him for 2 straight years. And I'm talking about 24/7 for 2 straight years. And for 3 years, I'm just giving, I wasn't around him the whole 3 years. And I went to rehab, and he went to jail, and shit. And we were homeless. But I mean, I'm talking about 24/7, 2 whole years. I'm with a person. Yeah, I pretty much fucking know him. The people who are like my late husband, he doesn't know anything about a person at all. Neither does Pretend I'm Not Narcissist. They're so out of it. They don't know anything that's going on. My late husband and Pretend I'm Not Narcissist and so many other people, there's so many idiots that have no idea what they're doing at all. Yeah. I'm going to finish with this. I saw 2 beautiful pictures by, I have an old Android phone and this new one, and I tried to take a picture. It's because the news won't allow me to take a screenshot, so I can take a screenshot from my old phone, right? That's hacked too. Okay, and all of my dead phones that didn't have any service were hacked. So you're talking about not just, I wouldn't care if the government would hack my phone because they would never ever hurt me. My government, just on my government wouldn't hurt me. I am being gang stalked by the unspeakables. And I'm not even going to say it because I'm sick of my story. I'm not going to say that word. I'll just say late Theodore Carl Samuel said, "Oh, you're the CM queen. You got it out of me." He said, "This is funny." Okay, I'll tell you my child molestation story. When I was little, 2 years old, I remember my mom fondling me, and I liked it. So all I had to do is think, "Mommy, make me feel good." And she came over and rubbed his privates, and it felt good. Well, that doesn't seem that bad. It is, not right, but it's not that bad. He wanted it. I think it's hysterical. He's 2 years old. He can remember this. And then there's assholes like pretend about narcissists. No one can remember when you're 2 years old. Like, yeah, you probably can't, because what the fuck did your mom do you? Fucking. His mom was an abusive piece of shit, and that's why he abused me to death. Because it's not just. He's filled with all the demons that he allowed, from all his abusers that he agrees with. Yeah, I have demons, but he has a legion of demons. Pretend I'm a narcissist. It's on me. I mean, the evil supernatural, he can be nice to everybody else, but he's that supernaturally strong in all his legion of demons. When Pretend a Lot Narcissist had me in his place, February 3rd, this year, 2024, he attacked me severely, verbally attacked me. And he made me want to die, and he can't take that responsibility. I mean, why? You're screaming at me. I can't move. I'm in the fucking corner of the fucking room, and I can't even leave. Because he won't let me leave. That's just what abusers are. Abusers get their way all the time, and Pretend a Lot Narcissist got his way all the time. And his little church members, look, she has the fuck finger up. Pretend a Lot Narcissist, you did a hell of a lot worse than that. I have a really good point. A child molested lady, a kid who was child molested, that's the worst crime you can ever do. Okay. And then you have to take the levels of it. Like Joyce Meyer, she was raped from 5 to 18 years old. That's a hell of a lot of abuse. Sexually. And her mom did nothing about it. And that's the way it always is. And again, Joyce Meyer was wrong when she said, "Oh, it's a nice thought. My dad's saved." That's a nice thought, but no. No, he's not. And her father said that. Her father said, "No, I'm not saved." "Oh, yes, you are. You're saved by the faith." It's like, no, he knows. He knows he's not saved. He's not going to go to no pit of hell. In the Bible, it states, "What is man's life but a vapor?" And in 1 Corinthians, when all knowledge, everything you see around you, everything will pass away. For in prophecy and tongues we know in part, and knowledge we know in part. When the perfect comes, Jesus' blood, the imperfect will pass away. Yes, Jesus' blood did come when he died on the cross, but his children don't know who they are. Now, I thought I met one the other day, but I'm not. Yeah, I guess they are, but I have to, when I meet them again, read a little questionnaire and answer a little questionnaire. I think that I can know a person, and I know for a fact now I can't, and I think it's just because I'm way too nice of a person. And I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Oh, well, it kind of looks kind of fishy the way, maybe his friends look a little weird. You don't know. So, and you never ever let anyone in your territory, which would be your place to live. And I just see, because the world's hell, and most people will just steal, kill, and destroy from you. But I was one of those victims that I just wanted to sleep on your floor, and it would have been heaven. Besides, when 3 years and six, uh, 3 years and 6 months ago, when I slept on Pretend a Lot Narcissist rug, a nightmare. But because he never left me alone. But if someone just leave me alone, not even thinking about me, awesome. Um, it's better not to care at all than to pretend to care, like Pretend a Lot Narcissist. It's better not to care at all. Because when you pretend to care, what did he do? Pretend a Lot Narcissist for the last 3 years when he drove me back from Delaware. I needed a place. I needed a place. He lies to me. Oh, when I went to Mission for 6 months, I'm completely okay at promising me. When he, and then he puts all his little cobwebs on me and he wants to grab me in. No, I couldn't find any. He said, we could try to live together. Are you out of your mind, nutcase? No. I'd rather have a drive-by shooting, but then I might not, then it might hit me the wrong way and I'd torpedo. I just, oh my God, I can't stand liars. And Pretend a Lot Narcissist, and unfortunately my dad, they were liars. And just, and what can you do with that? You have to lie to the liars. Just get the fuck out of my face, because they're. I'm just gonna do Michael Jackson. No, I did not win. I did not win those children. No, I'm Michael Jackson. I didn't win those children. And what we gonna say if Michael Jackson's like saying that to you for like 5 minutes is too long for having someone talk. 1 minute is an eternity. When you, I always remember this. I was like in grade school, and like fourth grade, whatever. We had a write 1 minute, a 1 minute page. It had to last for a minute. That was hard. So 5 minutes for somebody attacking you, attacking you, attacking you, attacking you. Horrifying. And Pretend a Lot Narcissist always turned it around on me. He hates himself, and he attacked me, and he screamed in my face. And he never ever could admit to it. He never does that outside, in public, when he's on the street. Never. Oh, but inside his little torture chamber, he could grab me, throw me on the ground, scream at me for hours. Of course, he takes little breaks, like scream at me for 10 minutes, does something, decides to scream for a half hour, takes a break. Next time he screams, maybe only 5 minutes. That's how it goes. Pretty much in an innocent victim's life. And they can't get the abuser to leave them alone. Rick, oh my God. So, at any rate, I love the cartoon Rick and Morty. And my oldest son and me got into it recently, last year. I never really watched it. Yeah, I was homeless for so long. I mean, with Glenn. You're talking about 2006 with no TV, no internet. Okay, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15. Then I was homeless in 2015. And late Theodore Carl Sandlin stabbed me. Thanksgiving. And no one came to come see me. It was Thanksgiving Eve. And I will say, the only family member that came was my brother, Sean George Keebler. But now Sean George Keebler can't even talk to me. But that was way back. Yeah, that's just the way families are. They should just. So far away. I had a good conversation with my brother I had a good conversation when he drove home from school, and I was forced to live in my, before he was my husband, James Lester Sapone's, Durango. I talked to my brother for an hour while he was driving back from school, and that was the best timing that I got. And that was like freedom. Yeah, I'm with a psychopath in his car. And any type of freedom of, talking to somebody. I go into Walmart and made all these hell videos. Fuck. I look, I look bad now. I looked really, really bad. The car in 0-degree weather. I looked bad. And it wasn't the cold. He was abusing me to death. And and I'm going to end it here. Pretend a lot narcissist should admit how much he abused me to death 3 years and 6 months ago. He was a nightmare. And he never one time apologized. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry for what? Screaming at me the whole time.